We're now going to talk about this diagram in which we are looking at how ERC operates and the core components involved. So let's break down these roles and processes. We're starting with the user operation, which you can see here, which represents a transaction or an action initiated by a user. These operations are placed in the alt mempool, which you can see here, which is a specialized memory pool that temporarily holds user operations before they are processed. The bundler then steps in. Its job is to gather multiple user operations from the alt mempool, organizing them in a single batch for submission to the blockchain. This batching process helps save on gas cost, as it's more efficient to submit several user operations together than separately. Before submitting, the bundler ensures each operation's validity by working with the entry point contract. The entry point is a central smart contract and serves as the backbone of ERC-4337 system. It plays a dual role of security and coordination, ensuring that only authorized and valid user operations are processed. This is where the valid loop and the execution loop comes into play. The first loop, the validation loop, which you can see here, is responsible for confirming the authenticity and correctness of each user operation. It checks elements like user permission, required funds, and any other conditions that need to be met before an operation can be processed. This step is essential for security as it filters out invalid or potentially malicious operations, allowing only verified transactions to advance to the next stage. The next loop or the next step is the execution loop, which you can see here. Sorry. Once a user operation passes the validation, it moves into the execution loop. Here, the entry point contract interacts with our smart contract account, which you can see here, to carry out the desired transaction. This includes transferring assets, interacting with the debt, or fulfilling a predefined condition within the smart contract. The execution loop ensures that the actual operations are completed according to the user's intentions, with the account acting as the primary agent for performing the transaction. Additionally, while optional, the aggregator plays a valuable role in enhancing transaction efficiency. It combines multiple signatures, into a single aggregated signature when user operations involve multiple accounts. This optimization is especially for reducing on-chain data and costs, as fewer signatures need to be stored. This one is the paymaster, which is also an optional component that can cover transaction fees, allowing for fee-free transaction for the user. This feature is particularly appealing for user experience as it opens the door for sponsored transaction, making blockchain interactions smoother and potentially more accessible. Together, these components streamline the process, enhance the user experience, and provide flexible transaction handling options within the ERC-35 framework.